Hello, hello, Solutions for Sellers. I'm excited to chat with you guys tonight, hopefully answer some questions for you, your party booking season, because my friends, this is the time right now. This is the opportunity that you have to go ahead and book out your calendar for the holiday season. So as you guys are commenting, let me know where you're tuning in from. There's tons of little mini tutorials in the Facebook group as well. So if you haven't had a chance to check those out, you can go ahead and check them out. Here's the deal. I saw a lot of comments on here, okay? And I'm going to address some of this, okay? Because some of you guys, you're working towards it right now, right? Some of you guys are at a point where you don't really have anything on the books right now. And then some of you, you're booked out and you're just looking for some more because obviously the holidays are around the corner, right? So this is like the perfect opportunity right now to get your calendar booked. But we're going to address some of the comments here. I'm going to answer some questions. Some of you guys had some questions when it comes to live booking games. If you don't know me, by the way, my name is Janet Parks. I'm the CEO and founder of Solutions for Sellers. We started this group in 2019, and my very first training in this group was how to book parties with bingo. If you actually go into the search bar and search with the word bingo, you will see some really, really old tutorials, very awkward tutorials, because I wasn't great at going live. To this day, I do my best. But when it comes to live video, it used to be rough, okay? Who here feels like you're an expert when it comes to going live, okay? Live video, it can be intimidating if you're not used to it. But here's the deal. People will get the opportunity to get to know you. They can connect with you. And it's a great opportunity to book parties, okay? You just have to have something fun, okay? Have something fun that you can play. Have some things that you can give away, right? Any business that runs a business has incentives and things that they can give away to people, and people will take you up on the offer. Not everybody, but people will, okay? Norma says that she likes going live. That's awesome. And honestly, if you're not going live right now, I understand. Hey, introvert here. Comment below if you're an introvert or extrovert. I totally understand your perspective. I am a total introvert. It took me a while to really kind of get into the flow of live video. I used to be afraid of even looking at the camera lens. So sometimes I would just like look this way, like not even I would look this way. Okay. I wouldn't even look at you guys because it just made me uncomfortable. But what I had found was I needed the evidence of the contrary of what I used to believe. I used to believe people was going to make fun of me. I have a chipped tooth, all these things, right? When it comes to live video. And then I realized that actually people don't care about those things. And if they did, they're just not nice people. And nice people just don't, there's not always nice people that hop on your lives, right? Except most of the time, there are nice people that hop onto your lives. Okay. There's very rare where there's somebody that decides to point something out that you don't want them to point that thing out. Okay. But when it comes to live video, guys, it really is one of the best ways to connect with people. But I wanted to go live because, first of all, obviously our boot camp just launched tonight. If you have not signed up for it, I highly recommend. This is the Book Your Holiday Boot Camp. It's a 5-day boot camp. I'm going to be going through a live booking game with you, and I'm going to teach you how to do it so that you guys can go ahead and get your calendar booked, okay? And it's literally going to be 5 days long at 7 p.m. Eastern every single night. You're going to hop on with me. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to give you the tutorial. I'm going to have a slideshow set up so you can see the step-by-steps. I'm giving you the scripts. I'm giving you all the things that you need in order for you to book out your calendar. Because, my friends, again, this is the time. If you're not booked for November, you need to do it now. Okay? This is the time. You have time to do it. So make sure to sign up for that. I think it launches the 23rd. I should know that, but I think it's the 23rd. And it's 5 days long. You won't want to miss out on that, especially if you are just not knowing what to do and you're struggling and nothing that you're doing is working, all the things. That is what I'm here for, okay? But I want to address some of the comments more specifically tonight. And the reason why I want to address some of these comments is because I tell you what, guys, some of you guys are self-sabotaging. And listen, I'm a coach in this industry besides what I'm wearing tonight because my kid, it's Sunday, okay? We hung out with the kids today and I'm just in total PJ mode. So hey, my people that are attracted to us, right? And my brand, they don't mind that I'm in pajamas. So sorry, but I'm in pajamas tonight. But regardless, Some of you guys, I'm going to go into full coach mode. Okay. And my Elite Academy students know that I can go into full coach mode and I tell you what you need to hear. Some of you guys need to hear that you're self-sabotaging yourself. Some of the comments that I read tonight were just, I'm going to address them. Okay. I'm going to address some of these comments. And if you guys have questions or concerns or anything when it comes to booking parties, make sure to comment on the live. Let's talk about it. Let's chat this out. Let's talk about your struggles that you're having because let's hash it out. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. There was a comment tonight that was like, every time I go live, nobody hops on, right? When you say those type of ultimatum type of comments, every time I go live, nothing works. No one wants to party. Nobody joins me in business, right? Nobody wants this. Nobody, but it's always this way. You are self-sabotaging. Okay. Is it true that maybe sometimes when you hop on, maybe not as many people hop on? Sure. Let me tell you what, when I was booking parties, when I was going live a lot, okay, I used to go live a ton booking parties. Sometimes I'd only have like 3 people on, but best believe if I got one booking, I was happy. Okay. Best believe when I go live, all right, and I had 2 people hopped on and one of them booked, I was happy. All right. Best believe if nobody booked, I was happy because guess what? I went live and I did the deal. I did the duty. Okay. And live video is not the end all be all. My friends, when you're in an online business, some of you need to hear this. Okay. Again, I'm being the coach. I know you, this is a coach to a student. All right. People to people. Okay. Some of y'all need to hear there is no 100%. Okay. Just bulletproof strategy that exists. None. Okay. I want all of you to talk to a realtor. At some point in your life, speak to a realtor and ask them every time you send a message, do they always sell their house? Do you always get a client, right? Every time you have people say, yeah, I'm going to book an appointment with you, do they always show up? Do they always mean what they say? And you will be surprised to hear that a lot of them will say, oh my gosh, I have to send 50 messages in order to get 2 responses, right? Oh my gosh, I have to meet up with 30 people in order for 2 people to want to sell their house with me. That is the reality. Oh my gosh, thank you for saying this. Being negative is what you're going to attract, right? I constantly talk to myself in my lives. That's okay. You can say that, and that's all right. But if you're going live all the time, and let's address this right now, if you're going live all the time, nobody's showing up, you need to change your strategy, period. Okay. If you're going live, you're not posting anything that's going to attract people to your live. That's just point blank. Okay. Rocking the pajama look. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right. So, how do you change that up? If you're going live in your VIP group, I saw another comment. I go live in my VIP group. Nobody shows up. How do you get more people to show up? Then change your strategy. Maybe you shouldn't be selling as much. Maybe you're talking too much about your products in your VIP group. Maybe you need to show up and actually talk about something valuable. Talk about how you can give people value in your group, right? If you sell nutritional products, instead of talking about nutritional products, talk about the nutrition behind it. Give people free stuff, okay? Not physical stuff, but free value. Give people motivational stuff. Give people mindset stuff, right? Give them something outside of just your products because guess what? People are not just here to buy your products, right? We can't just show up to social media thinking that we can just get people to swipe their debit card with us. Because guess what? People will feel when it's only a transactional conversation, right? People will they feel like they're just a transaction. And I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm just saying some of you guys need to hear that. We have this mentality, all right? And this was said to me. That's why I'm sharing this with you. And hopefully this is going to be valuable for you as well. And you can take this and, do something with it. But we can't just show up with the expectation that people are going to buy from you because the reality of business is that not everybody is going to buy from you. Your family and friends are the last people that are going to support you. They may support you initially in the beginning. Okay. And I'm sorry if nobody's ever told you this, but I'm going to give you this. Okay. I'm going to give you the truth. Here's the truth. There's no 100% bulletproof strategy. You just have to keep going. Sometimes, I'll 100%. I'm a leader in my company. I've got a bunch of people on my team. I have leaders in different countries. Here's what I will tell you. I get rejected on a daily basis. On a daily basis. You understand? On a daily basis. Okay. There's people that have cussed me out before. There are people that say no to me. There are people that straight up read my message and ignore it. That doesn't mean what I do doesn't work. It just means that the people that I've spoken to are just not into what I have to offer. And you're going to run into that. What you need to do, for those of you that struggle with this, okay, and comment below, is this resonating with you? Let me know. Hopefully you guys don't think I'm yelling at you, but this is how I coach my people, okay? This is what's helpful to hear the truth, right? It feels really, really good when somebody says yes, and it feels terrible and even worse when people say no. Okay. We have an issue with rejection, and that's okay to have an issue with rejection, my friends. Okay. It's okay. But that's part of business. That doesn't mean you need to, oh no, this strategy doesn't work. That means I can't do it anymore. No, that's not what that means. That means that that one person didn't want to book with you, or they were too busy. Because I guarantee you, if you keep sending messages, if you keep going live, if you change up your strategy and do some trial and error, and if you follow my steps, somebody gonna book a party with you. They're gonna do it. There's 386 million people in the United States alone. Okay, somebody's gonna book a party with you. I promise you. All right, and I need to let you know that, because I need to also just help you realize that I don't care what training you take. I don't care how long you've been in business. If you've been doing this for 2 decades, any successful person goes through the trenches. Okay. It's called the trenches. Okay. And so I want you to understand that. That doesn't mean that the business doesn't work. That doesn't mean, oh, this script doesn't work. Oh, this strategy doesn't work. Blah, 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 blah. You just haven't talked to enough people. If you're not successful in your business right now, listen to me when I say this. Okay. Coach, somebody who cares, I'm going to tell you this, okay? If you're not successful in your business right now, you're not talking to enough people, period. That means you need to talk to more people. That's all that means. Where do you find people? They're everywhere. They're all over the place. They're at the grocery store. They're at the gas station, okay? They're, in your neighborhood, okay? They're at the neighborhood clubhouse, all right? And then that's just locally. What about online? They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. They're on your personal page. But some of you guys are just so scared to just talk to people, right? I've sold things to people that I have never met in person. I've sold things to people just watching my Facebook stories, just because I decided to send them a message. Hey, thanks so much for watching my stories. I appreciate the support. By chance, were you interested in anything that I was talking about? If not, no biggie. Some people would say, heck no, I have a real job, right? You guys ever got one of those messages before? I have a real job. MLM's not a real job, right? And then I had people say, you know what? I've been watching you for a while. I actually would love some information, right? You got to get out of your own head. For those of you that are saying nothing works and everything's this way and no one wants to book a party, this isn't me picking on you, I promise. But you need to hear that when you continue to repeat that language, that is all you're going to attract, period. And if nobody's told you that, I just told you that. And I hope that you receive it the right way. But you cannot continue on that gerbil wheel. Well, I've tried it 5 times and it didn't work. Try again. Try another 5 times, because you just might book a party. You just might book 2. Okay. I remember there was one time that when I was with 31 specifically, I went on a streak of just striking out. Okay. Just striking out. Okay. From party to party to party to party to party. I was like, my gosh, nobody wants to book a party. And it took me I think the 5th party to finally get 2 bookings on the calendar, right? And finally that snowball effect started again. But my goodness, I understand it's hard, okay? Don't get me wrong, been there, done that, okay? Rejection is part of the business and it sucks. But when you have the right expectation, okay? When you have the right expectation that this is just how it is, okay? Somebody will book. I promise you they will. There's going to be one person that absolutely just hates MLM and tells you you're a terrible person. And then the other person in the very next message that says, I love this company. Where have you been? I've been looking for a consultant for a year now, and I haven't been able to find one. Two polar opposites, right? Some people are going to be your people. Other people are just not going to be your people. So I just wanted to deliver that message. And I hope that for some of you that really needed to hear that, I hope you're able to let that register. That's why I'm running this boot camp. That is specifically why I'm running this boot camp. That's why I did Revive and Thrive last month, because we got to get out of this mindset that, oh my gosh, the economy, and oh my gosh, this, and oh my gosh, that, or I don't look good on camera. you got to get out of that, because that's the only way you're going to find success. You got to do things. You got to allow yourself to embrace the suck. Okay? You got to embrace the suck. Finally found you. Yay! I'm so glad that that you found me. That makes, let's see, that makes all the difference. Keep going till you get the positive one. Yes. That's what business is. Period. That is what business is. You keep going until you find the person. All right? It's not you keep going and then when somebody rejects you, you're like, it doesn't work. That's not the strategy. The strategy is you keep going until, okay? The word until, make that like all caps. Until you book. That is how you create success. You know how many people I ask to join me in business and they say straight up no to me? I'm an influencer or whatever I am, right? A lot of people know who I is, okay? I've been featured in all these other things, whatever. Regardless, people still say no to me, right? Some people think, well, Janet, you have it easy because you have a platform. That doesn't mean people want to join me in business. I run into the same thing you guys run into. The difference is it doesn't stop me. It motivates me. Until, everybody comment below with the word until. You keep going until. That's it. Sometimes you get 15 no's. Here we go. Sometimes you get 15 no's before I get a yes. And then sometimes I'll ask 5 no's and get a yes. Absolutely. That's what's the statistic? It used to be something and then I think it changed. It was like, I don't remember what the statistic is. 10 no's to 1 yes or something. It's probably like double that now, right? It's probably double that. It's probably like 25 no's, all right, to 1 maybe, because that's how it is, right? That is how it is. We got to get out of that mentality, my friends, okay? So I want to encourage you all to start, and this is what I do with my elite students, right? We got to remove that language that's holding us back. Believe it or not, subconsciously, you're convincing yourself it doesn't work. Subconsciously, you're convincing yourself that it doesn't work, but it does. You can build a massively successful business when you just continue saying until. Okay, got to keep going until. Not, oh my gosh, I sent 20 messages, everybody's ignoring me. That's not how it works. You have to keep going until. All right, that's scary numbers, but we just keep going. Yes, we just keep going. And you know what's great too is when you get on this consistency train of getting rejected all the time, right? By the way, if you have questions, comment below. Feel free about party bookings, live video, anything you want, ask below, okay? Because I want to answer your questions while we're live, okay? But if you can get yourself on a consistency train of consistently asking every single day, you can have a fully booked calendar for November. You have 16 days until October 31st, until November 1st. That gives you plenty of time to get 10, 15, 20, 30 parties on the books for November. And for those of you looking cross-eyed because I just said the number 30 parties books, it's possible. I did it. Before I was an influencer, I was booking 25 to 30 parties. How? Because I did it until, right? Register for the boot camp. This is going to keep me accountable. Yes. And if you need me to kick you in the butt like I am right now, that's what I do for a living is I kick people in the butt, then do it, right? You got to do it. You just have to keep going. And here's what's great. Like I was mentioning, that consistency train, once you get into that mode of consistency and just getting used to getting rejected all the time, when you get the yeses, it's going to feel so much better. It really is. That yes, that 1 yes out of your 30 no's is going to feel so good because you did it until. Does that make sense? Brandy said, I'm not that mean. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Okay, let's see. I think I missed a question here. Hold on. Our mind records what we tell it. Change the language we're saying. Yes, there's science behind this, my friends, okay? The more you concentrate on what's not working, and I put that in quotations, okay? I don't believe in it doesn't work. I don't believe in that. I do not believe in it doesn't work. I don't believe in that language. I believe in, okay, didn't get any that time, but I will next time. You got to change that language. You have to rewire your brain. Okay, can you help me with a script to get people interested in booking a party for the holidays or just an idea what to say? I just gave you guys a free download. So on post something tonight, I think it was the Booking Blitz post, there are free scripts in there. And if you join my Booking Blitz as well, right, this 5-day boot camp, I'm going to give you holiday ones, really specific holiday ones, because it's really taking those scripts and just adding like the word holiday in there, right? That's really what it is. There's no golden script. Okay. Some people message me and they're like, Janet, do you have like the perfect script for this specific scenario? Right. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm just saying some people do message me for that. I'm like, not really. Right. All the scripts I've used are scripts that have worked well and then haven't worked well. Honestly, if you want me to just be 100% real with you, right? And I save them to my boards and then I go through my like endless like supply of scripts and I decide, okay, I'm going to try this one for a whirl. Let's see how that one goes. And if it's like 100 no's on that, I'm like, okay, I don't think that one did very, very well. And then I go to the next one and I go to the next one and I go to the next one until I learn the type of language I need to know in order for me to be able to close, right? It's a closing thing. Sometimes it's hard to close. I get it. Okay, let me answer some of this. Okay, I just had a party, had 3 bookings from that party. Amazing. I was on cloud 9. Yes, it feels so good. Okay, here we go. How do you get out of your head when the people that should be your cheerleaders are the ones that constantly tell you you aren't cut out for it? Can I give you some straight up advice? Because I love this comment. I'm sorry that this is what you're going through, but here's the best thing that you can do. One of my mentors said this one time in a live, and I keep repeating it over and over again. I love it. Invite them to the block party. Invite them to the block party. You guys have ever invited people to the block party before? The people that say the negativity to you, right? And tell you things like, oh, you're this, oh, you're that, la, 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 this doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it's your family and friends, right? Invite them to the block party. Because here's the deal. I don't care who you are. If you're going to be giving me negativity, the last thing that I need, then I'm going to invite you to the block party. Okay. Not because I'm in a business and my business is more important than you. It's because if you're not going to support me, and I don't need you to buy anything from me, right? That you don't have to support me by buying. But if you're going to give me negativity, that's not what I need. I need somebody to help me. I need somebody to be positive, right? Encourage me. And if you're not that, I'm going to invite you to the block party. Okay. So that's the best way to handle it is invite them to the block party because some people need to be invited there like yesterday. And some of you guys are allowing people on your friends list to dictate how you behave on social media. And that needs to stop, especially if you want to create success. Okay. If you want to create success, you cannot allow your friends and family to dictate what you do on social media. You have to be in charge. Okay. Again, coach to friend and just giving you the details. I find people ignore your questions or post in your group and they don't comment on anything you post. I try to make it interactive. Ignore your questions or post in your group and they don't comment on anything you post. I try to make it interactive. Well, it depends on like what are you posting, right? Maybe you have the wrong people in your group. Maybe it's just your family and friends that are always going to see you as the Karen that you were before you joined your business. And because of that, they're not going to take you seriously in your business. Maybe you need to go through, and here's my personal challenge to you. If that's what's happening and your group is dead, I want to challenge you to personally invite 100 new people into your Facebook group. Go on your personal page, go start brand new conversations with people and make it a mission to invite 100 new people in your Facebook group. That's going to fix that. 1,000% going to fix that. And you also have to pay attention, like maybe you're posting too much about your business and your products. I'm not in your group, not saying that's what you're doing, but if that's what's going on and it's completely dead, nobody's interacting with you, it's time to freshen it up. Right? Either change what you're posting. If you're posting too much about your business, people don't want to be sold to all the time. You have to create environments for conversation and engagement. And if they're not even doing that, then invite 100 new people into your group and that will 180. That'll 180 your group. Okay? All right, let's see. Do you have any YouTube with deal or no deal game? I like the idea, but confused about options to offer. I hope that made sense. That makes sense, Denise. So we do have a YouTube, but I don't think I have one specifically on deal or no deal. But now that you've mentioned that, I'll make a note for myself to make sure to do a training on it. But essentially, when it comes to offers, the way I like to do deal or no deal is I like to have 6 total offers with deal or no deal. 3 of them discount prizes or prizes that discount prizes are like a free gift based on a certain amount of an order. And then 3 booking prizes, or you can do all 6 booking prizes. It's up to you. So if they book a party, then they get a free gift, or if they book a party, then they get hostess credit. If they book a party, they get, this free incentive, something like that. But I'll do a training on that because now that you mention it, if you already went through my YouTube and you don't see a training on it, then I'll make one for sure, Denise. That's really good point. Thank you for asking that. Okay. Every party is a brand new network to work with and speak to and create new conversations with. And those are always higher quality conversations. Bam! I love that. And I'm glad you said that because it's true. That is perspective, right? I can go into a party and say, oh my gosh, nobody's booking. Or I can go into a party and say, this is a brand new opportunity to be in front of people that I would have never been in front of had I not booked that party, right? That is what parties are. They are big opportunity pools for you, okay? That is what they are. So it's all about perspective, okay? That's incredible. Great job. Got it. New banner. Okay. Value overload. Awesome, Janet. Good. I'm glad you're getting value out of this. Really experience ourselves forward, fail forward. What's the block party? The block party is blocking people. If you get negativity from people that are dogging your business and that are making you feel bad about yourself and not allowing you to show up the way that you would like to show up, then I invite them to what I call, or my mentor calls, the block party. So all you do is just hit the block button. Does that make sense? So there you go. My kids limit my social media presence. I totally get that. I totally get that. All right, let's see. Let's see. What if I don't know 100 people? Oh my gosh, you guys, stop finding reasons. Stop finding reasons. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because there are a billion people on Facebook. You can find 100 people. Go to your friends list. Go to your friends list and tell me how many friends you have on your friends list. And if you don't have 100 people, go add people to your friends list. If you're wondering who to add, go to your suggested friends list and add people to your suggested friends. Okay? My friends. You have 100 friends, I promise. I promise you do. They want a real connection with you. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. What are your solutions for vomiting? Meaning when you go ask, you end up writing a novel. Oh, word vomiting. I missed the word word. So when it comes, so word vomiting, meaning when you go to ask, you end up writing a novel. Make it very, very simple. So with your question that you're asking, you don't ever want to make it to, so here's my rule typically. Let's open up Messenger, okay? Here's Messenger, okay? Do you see Messenger right here? If your message is bigger than your screen, that's too long. When you see all blue, it's too long. It needs to be short and to the point. So if you downloaded my free scripts tonight, look at how short and to the point those are. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Didn't know if you knew this. We got this new catalog coming out. Da 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 da. I've got a few spots left on my calendar. Be interested in booking a party, right? Obviously, they're better scripts than what I just said, but you want to make sure you don't word vomit because they don't need to hear a whole backstory. You just need to make it quick and to the point, and then end it off with "if not, no biggie." Okay, so that's really the best thing I can tell you. It's the same thing with hostess coaching. Hostess coaching, write novels. Hello, welcome to your party, and I'm going to give you an entire novel of what I expect from you. People run in the opposite direction. They don't want to hear all that, right? 1-minute tasks. Simple 1-minute tasks is going to help your hostess do the thing. If it takes them longer than 60 seconds to do it, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to do it unless you just have an amazing host. Okay. All right. Let's see. Jump into Facebook groups with other similar interests, start commenting and meeting other people that you can connect with. Find places where you can add value and answer other people's questions and just start natural conversations with people. I love that comment. Who was that person who commented that? So many people are scared of doing that. Okay. So many people are scared of doing that. My friends, please. This is such a great way to connect with people. All right. What kind of groups can you find people in? If you really don't have 100 Facebook friends, yes, go into Facebook groups. Okay. There's somebody on my team that she owns, what kind of dog is it? It's like a gray dog. It's not a greyhound, but it's a Weinerheimer. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Who's like a dog? Who loves dogs? Anybody here for a baby mama? It starts with a W. It's a long name, and they're gray dogs, and they're really, really cute. She joins a Weinerheimer. There we go. Let's just put this on here. That kind of group. Okay. They joined that kind of group. She joined that kind of group and found tons of new friends. She's made new connections. She's added people to her friends list, and she's had people interested in her products because she has intentionally joined groups with like-minded people that are into the same things as her and it helped her break out of her bubble. And it doesn't mean you're going in there posting advertisements. You're just going in there having conversations with people. I know this is besides the point of tonight's training, but for those of you that are stuck in bubbles, join groups with like-minded people that are into the same things that you're into. I can't even pronounce that, you guys. Okay. That Weimaraner. Regardless, what are you into? Are you into cars? Do you have cats? Do you have ferrets? Right? Are you into crocheting? Right? Or what are you into gardening? It has nothing to do with your network marketing and your direct sales business, right? But find groups, go to groups, search the word, find those groups, and then start connecting with people. You'll find when you're leaving meaningful comments, people will friend you. And there it is. Now you're getting out of your comfort zone. Going into golden retriever groups have helped tons. I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with your business, right? Because we don't just post about our business all day. We post organically, right? We post because we want to connect with humans, okay? Because people can't connect with graphics. They can't connect with sales posts, right? So you got to show up in a different way. And that's how you do it. Anyway, you guys have any more questions for me when it comes to like booking parties? Feel free, comment below. I'm here. I'm here for another few minutes. But this is exactly why I'm doing this boot camp. For those of you that are just struggling, lots of zeros on that post that I made today on how many parties you have booked. That's okay. I want to let you know that that is okay. If you have 0 bookings, that's okay. Let's change that together. Join the challenge with me. It's 5 days long. And I'm going to encourage you to keep an open mind. Let's get out of our comfort zone a little bit. All right. Let's keep going until I'm going to give you a great challenge. We're going to give you all the words to say, and it's all going to be step by step. Okay. And that's the goal. Okay. You have to understand like there's no 100% bulletproof strategy. There's just trial and error. Okay. There are strategies that I've done over the years as somebody who gets rejected on a daily basis. Okay. Trust me, it sucks. That doesn't mean that nobody wants to party. I don't want to hear you guys ever say that again. Don't say that. Don't say no one wants to party. Don't say that. Don't say nobody wants to join my team. Don't say things like that. Because again, that's the kind of energy that you're going to attract. You're going to attract what you're saying out loud. That's how manifestation works. Okay. I'm focusing on vendor events next month, hoping to book from those. You know, I have to say, I have never had success with vendor events. I've gotten new people in my group, but when it comes to sales and in bookings, that is one area that I have to say I have no clue about. I have no clue about. And it's probably because I've always had my calendar booked and I've always been able to I never really had a need to really dive into vendor events. So I'm not the pro when it comes to vendor events. But maybe you'll have some opportunities to have some conversations. Even if you don't book from them, you can most certainly make new connections. It's still going to be a pool of an opportunity of people, an opportunity pool of people, right? Where you can start new connections and make new friends. And that's what it's all about. End of the day, that's what it's all about. And once you connect with them, invite them into your group. And once you do that, ask if they're open, okay? Paddle parties. I'm not sure what paddle parties are. I've never heard of that. Everyone wants to party and join our teams. Well, that's not even true. Everyone doesn't, but people do. People want to party and people do want to join your team. You're just going through the needle in a haystack thing. That's what you're doing. You're faced with a haystack and you're trying to find your needles. Okay? Every little strand of hay is not going to be for you, but there's going to be needles in there and you're going to find them. You just got to go out there and find them. That's it. Okay. All right. Let's see. It's always awesome to see everyone doing it all together. We get to day 5 and it's so much fun to see everyone posting their parties booked. It's tons of fun. Absolutely. And that's what it's all about, right? We've run a similar event 2 times in the past. First time we booked several hundred parties. Okay. There was probably like 100 people. Several hundred parties were booked. The second time, I think there was a little over 100 and something people. I can't remember. Again, it was a couple hundred parties booked as well. So if you want to do this on your own, you can take the scripts and just go book. But if you want to be a part of a community of people that are doing it at the same time, doing scary things at the same time and booking their parties out, come join the challenge. Don't do this by yourself. And again, it's the 15th. You've got plenty of time. You have plenty of time. Okay, hold on. Here's another question. During the booking process with someone, do you ever pitch them with the option to join the biz? Absolutely. 1,000%. 1,000%. Yes. Like if I'll ask them if they want to book a party and they say yes, once we get to the actual party before the party begins, I always give them the option if they want to have earn the commission from the party or if they just want to earn the rewards from the party. Which one sounds better? Do you want to earn money from this or just the rewards? Because then when you're giving them the option before the party begins, there's no sales going in your name at the time because you have the opportunity to sign them up and then you can put the sales in her name and then she can earn the commission. Does that make sense? But if I'm booking with somebody, right? Like if I'm booking with like if I see somebody who's a person that I would want on my team, like if they're super positive, if they're posting online, and because I always check people's profiles out, right? And I see that, like, man, they would be great for the business. Like they show up, they're posting in their stories, they're positive, they have a great photo of themselves, they're not afraid to show up. Then I might not even ask them that. I might just ask them if they want to join my team, if they're open to hearing about the business, and I invite them into an opportunity call, right? Or put them in a 3-way chat. So like that's how I kind of decipher it. It just really depends. I don't ask everybody though. Like I don't treat that the same way. I don't ask everybody to join my team. I only ask certain people. Very, very few people to join my team. I don't ask everybody because it's like there's certain people that there's certain things I look for when it comes to a teammate. So it's always good to be picky when it comes to recruiting. Okay, I don't see any other questions on here, guys. I hope this was valuable. Hashtag value in the comments if it was. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope to see you on this 5-day challenge. Once again, it's going to start on the 23rd. It'll be 5 days in a row. I'll be live for anywhere from like 45 minutes to an hour every night. The replays, yes, are available. There was a question on that tonight. And just want to tell you guys, come join me. Let's just do it together. These boot camps are so much fun. And I know that's I'm going to go live at 7 p.m. Eastern. There's an opportunity to get on like a coaching call with me afterwards. So make sure to check that out as well. But thanks so much for hopping on. I hope that this was valuable. I hope that this was helpful. And let's go ahead and book out your calendar. Okay. Let's do this. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.